Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 2022 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Now let us ask God, Source Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, to bless us, to move us forward in healing, loving peace, keeping all that is hurtful and hateful from us. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have the Five of Wands. This is argument simply for the sake of argument. This is also something that starts off small and rather innocent, becoming blown up, like way out of proportion. So just be aware of this. Just be aware that we can be drawn into other people's dramas. We can think that, oh, I'm helping, and really they're just draining our energy. They're just getting us into their chaos. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. That is so interesting. So what we are crowned with is, actually we should be like this. Okay. That one. Yeah. Okay. What we are crowned with is the Eight of Swords. We can get way too much in our own heads. So start overthinking, overanalyzing. Everything has a deeper meaning to it. Everything has, an underlying current to it. We have to get out of our own heads. We have to, or else it will just have us go up in flames. It will destroy us. We all know people who live in this energy, so we have to be aware of it, okay? We have the Four of Swords. We need to rest and take care of ourselves. We have the Three of Wands. There are new horizons opening up to us. There are new doorways, new pathways opening to us. We are getting untangled, and it leads us to our happiness. It leads us to, and they all live happily ever after. But it is your happiness, what makes you happy, not what makes me happy, what makes you happy. And then we have the High Priestess. The veil is lifted from our eyes. We start to trust our instincts. We also start to connect and trust our connection with the natural world more and more. And we start to walk our own path. Now let's see the astrology during this time. Now, this full moon is on the 7th or 8th of December, depending on where you are in the world, and it is in Gemini. The moon is 16 degrees of Gemini, and the sun is 16 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, what's very interesting here, and what greatly affects us, is that there is Saturn and Uranus have been squared each other for a time, all right? And they're starting to pull away from each other. This brings a powerful shift from Saturn energy, okay, to Uranus energy. And we are ruled by Uranus. Saturn is all about reality checks and rules and regulations, and this is the way it has to be. Uranus is the planet of the future and of freedom. And that's what we need. We need to look at our future and see freedom, see beauty, see a little bit of adventure here and there. We then move to the fact that there are 6 planets in mutable signs. Mutable signs are signs that are all about adaptability and flexibility. They also can bring about energy of feeling all over the place, a bit scattered, a bit overwhelmed. Now, we have the Sun and Venus in Sagittarius. We have Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces. We have the Moon and Mars in Gemini. And even though this makes us feel like we can be all over the place, this energy has freed up so much within us so that we can reshape our energy, reshape to what we want. Gemini is all about choices. And we start to see a lot of choices coming forward, a lot of sense of, well, why the heck am I doing that? And why not this? And what about trying this? And how about that? Now, it can also lead to getting scattered because there's so much that we want to do. And that's what we have, the kind of trope of a Gemini being scattered and flighty and all over the place and just wanting to, smell flowers. So be aware that we're just immensely curious. There's a sense of, I need to dive deeper. I need to dive deeper. Now, there's a long-running square between Mars in Gemini and Neptune in Pisces. Now, wherever Mars is, okay, it energizes that sign. So your mind and processing, everybody's mind and processing during this time is energized. And since Mars is in retrograde, it has us rethinking things based off of past choices and facts. The facts that we had once upon a time, the choices we made once upon a time, instead of looking back at ourselves and saying, oh my gosh, how could I have been so stupid? We start to say, I tried to do my best. I tried to move forward the best way that I could. Even if we were stuck, even if we were scared, even if we weren't moving, even if we lived for quite some time, 8 years even, or more, in the Eight of Swords, just trapped in our own heads, thinking everybody was judging us, too scared to move after what we wanted because we had been hurt, traumatized in one way or another, a big T or a little t, in a sense of, how do I go after what I want and desire? Now we start to see ourselves with eyes of kindness. And we start to see things more clearly. We start to kind of cut ourselves some slack. And that's going to be important, Aquarius, because it's so funny for such a beautiful sign, such a laid-back sign, such a sign that is about freedom and dreams and opportunities, ruled by Uranus. We're awfully hard on ourselves, irrationally hard on ourselves at times. The Sun is conjunct something called the Great Activator, and that is awesome because it is a powerful visionary energy. And it says, what can you dream? Because what can you dream lets us move into what can our reality be. The Black Moon Lilith is opposite Pluto, and it is in Cancer. So the Black Moon Lilith is in Cancer. This is very strong feminine energy coming forward, okay? Black Moon Lilith is instinctive female energy. It is never compromising. It fights to the end for her principles. And it is ruled by natural law, not by man-made law, okay? Just like Uranus is ruled by natural law, Sagittarius is also most connected with natural law. We're moving towards natural law. We're going to see the way the wind blows. We're going to see nature affects us. The change in weather affects us. The natural changes have a power over us. Our mind starts to shift. We need to get out of our own heads. And that's going to be really important. We need to start taking care of ourselves. Stop overthinking, overanalyzing. There is a sense of getting untangled, of things moving in a direction we hadn't anticipated. But there's a new horizon. It's like, oh, I was looking over there and thinking, okay, the sun's going to rise over here, and it's going to rise over here. Or I'm going to be able to see that $1 million shot. I'm going to look this way, and the $1 million shot is that way. We become aware of that. We're like looking in the wrong direction. And it brings us to this place of happiness. It's like, oh, dude, the answer was there. Like, I can do this. I can move forward. I see it. We start to trust our natural self more, which is, it's going to be something that's a bit difficult. You know, Spirit's saying, like why I paused with saying natural self is because Spirit's saying you start to trust you. Not the rules, not the box in of what everybody tells us we should be. It's like now we start to trust ourselves and what we desire. And I'm just drawn. Ooh, goodness, sorry. It says here to so it says here, may I be kindly. And I can't really read the rest of it. But may I be kindly to myself. May I be open to the world around me. May I am obligated to what I will. And there's a sense of, I'm opening the door. What am I obligated to? What will I do? Birds are going to be important, right? Singing of birds, birds flying, you know, having a bird land outside your window while you're talking to somebody. It's going to be a sign. And it's actually going to pull you out of whatever chaos you're in. It's going to bring you right into that moment. So just be aware of that. The Fool is opening up to you. That which sounds outlandish, outrageous, foolish. You're starting to say, well, why not? Why not go after it? Remember, every single hero's journey starts with first being laughed at and called a fool. Try. See what you are discovering. See the road you're meant to walk. Not the road everybody wants you to walk. It's like, what am I meant to be for me? Let's go deeper. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. We have the Eight of Swords and the Death card. Scorpio energy. Dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. If we get out of our own heads, we start to be reborn. What we're scared of is that the way we will be reborn is not the way we want to be reborn. Spirit saying, release control. Rest. You've been through a battle you've been through before. There's need for rest. There's need for acknowledgement of all the hardships and all the pains that you've been through. Somebody's not acknowledging in your world, okay? Somebody's not acknowledging how hard it has been, how overwhelming it has been. And even if they are acknowledging to other people, their energy around you makes you feel like you're almost invisible. So be aware of this. With the Three of Wands, you then have the Hangman. Your world has been turned on its head. When you start to be set free, when you start to see new horizons, when you start to say, oh, I can do that. All of a sudden, you're starting to see your whole world differently. And it's like, can I? Do I want to? You know, how do I want to move forward? Where do I need to be for me? And it brings us to the Knight of Pentacles. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We hold the key to so much. We're moving forward very slowly and very steadily, which can drive us bonkers because we're air sign energy. You know, air sign energy, fastest moving night. Earth sign energy, slowest moving night. So we can get really frustrated here with our happiness. We're going after our happiness and what we desire and what we want. We want it quickly. This is coming slowly. This is savoringly. This is, I am building it. Layer by layer, piece by piece. Be kind to the process. Be kind to the fact that it's moving slowly and graciously and sometimes maddeningly. But you're heading towards your happiness with a solid foundation behind you. The Three of Pentacles, the repeat of the number 3 in this reading, very much shows that divinity is with us. The Three of Pentacles is a collaboration with others. You're not in this alone. And you're not going to be in this alone. There's a sense here of a veil being lifted from your eyes, not a sense, but with the High Priestess. And you're starting to see different roles that people play, different roles that you yourself play in your life, but ways that you want to move forward, things that you want to discover, how you want to be for yourself. And it moves you to the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is transformation. In alchemy, it is being transformed. And so you're seeing that the realization of yourself, the actualization of yourself, is transforming you. As you walk down the road that people laugh at, but also as you dare to be so different as to be authentically, a word right now that is being overused, but authentically you. As you dare to say, this is me, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what I'm going after. It brings you to your Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, you have two. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, so you have a new romantic cycle beginning, and confidence is your key to success. There's a new beauty coming into your life. You have to claim it. You have to be confident, because there's a sense here of, I'm overthinking it, I'm too much in my own head. There can be a trauma that has happened, again, small t or large t, where it makes us feel like, I can't do this. There's something that has undermined our confidence. Okay? Your confidence is your key to success. It's time to fall into balance with love. Loving our lives, loving ourselves. There's a void. There's a void with the moon, with the faces of the moon. There's a void within the darkness. We need to see it in order to honor our path, but also to understand that we've been through these battles before, and they don't get to rule us. Will we? Will we utilize the power of this moon? And will we utilize the power of ourselves to embrace new horizons, new opportunities, and to see our world differently? We're assessing the situation. We're assessing what makes us happy. We're assessing how quickly or slowly we're moving. We're assessing everything. We're overthinking it. This moon can have us overthink it at the same time that it wants us just to jump in and go for it. So just be aware of this. We need clear boundaries. What we will do, what we won't do. How we will move forward, how we won't move forward. And this moon will help us get them. But we need to focus. There's an opening of our third eye, of our instincts, of our intentions, of our desires. And it brings us to this place of all of a sudden things come into focus. All of a sudden things come into alignment. And it's like, oh, I didn't see it that way. And it's almost like long-held beliefs start to crumble apart because it's like, I didn't see it that way. Like, I didn't think of it like that. Like, nobody told me that type of thing. It moves us to our subconscious Luna message, which says, take time to breathe out. The unexpected is coming. Take time to breathe out. You know what? You know, like when you tell a kid when they're really, really upset, you say, okay, breathe like you're blowing out a candle. Big breath in and breathe out. Take time to breathe out. Take time to center yourself, to let yourself know, I'm alive, I'm here. The unexpected is coming. The powerful is coming. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. It's hurtful, hateful words. It's being, I see this as us like being really cruel to ourselves. Like knowing how to say the exact right thing at the exact right time to bring us to our knees. It can also be somebody externally in our lives that has done this. But this person could be past and we still remember their words. This person could be long gone and we still talk to our friends about them. And our family members. It's like, here. It's like, look at this. Look at this hurtful hatefulness. And say, you know what? No, I'm not listening to it. And it brings us to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Star and the King of Swords. It's the essence of us. the most powerful essence of us. So the star is us in the major arcana. We're embracing the essence of who we are. We're shining forward in our dreams, in our desires, in what we love and what we want. And then the King of Swords is us again in the minor arcana, now the highest court card, cutting through doubts and fears and negativity. Knowing much, I don't know how to word this exactly, but knowing more readily or knowing more profoundly why we're here on this earth, what we desire, what we want, our purpose, our gifts. Again, we're cutting through doubts, fears, and negativity, and we're claiming ourselves. We're opening up our voice, and it's leading us forward. And there's a real sense here of, I know where I'm going. I know what I'm worth. I know what I desire. And we need to not lose sight of that because it's aligning with our dreams. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius, and may you have a blessed moon. God bless.